chart that was during the period that would tell these people how to load and fire this piece with diminishing numbers. Say one or two of your men were lost during the battle and you couldn't replace them on the gun crew. There were certain positions that had to do double duty when firing that gun in diminishing numbers. Post! Commence firing! Load, shell, 400 yards, load! Pay close attention to the individual pieces and what they're doing. You'll see they're doing the same steps over and over, very repetitive. As I mentioned here for the Park Service, we add some particular steps of safety that they would not have done during the Civil War. 10 minutes between rounds, the aluminum foil, the worming after every round, wet sponging. All these steps are done to protect us, to protect you from the potential hazards that could happen. These guns on the field that you see, the 12-pound Napoleon, historically would have fired about 2.5 pounds of black powder. We're probably firing less than half of the charge out of that gun today. So you can imagine how much more smoke and fire would come out of these pieces, as well as the concussion. You don't see these guns moving. They're pretty fixed because there's no projectile. If you were to fire this piece with a fixed projectile at 900 yards with a full charge, that gun would recoil up to 10 feet back. That's why when you see when they're loading the gun, they're always stepped outside of the wheels. They're not inside the carriage because that gun's going to move. So during the service, they would have to put that gun back into battery. After every time that piece was fired, it would roll back, wouldn't necessarily roll back straight, it could come back at an angle. They'd have to get the gun back in battery, re-sight it on their target, so you would take a longer period of time to load, sight, and get another shot off. You'll see both guns are relatively around the same speed. You see the number 4 stepping out, ready. They will turn their shoulder and tell the gun commanders that their pieces are ready. Once again, if you want to cover your ears, open your mouth, we're getting ready to go. Gun 1 on your command. Fire. On your command. Fire. Cease fire, secure the piece. So you'll see that the command given,